How do you set up a green anole enclosure? If you are thinking about bringing a green anole into your home, creating the right enclosure is essential for their health and happiness. So, how do you set up a green anole enclosure? Let's break it down step by step. First, consider the size of the enclosure. A single green anole needs a minimum space of 24 inches long, 24 inches wide, and 24 inches tall. However, larger enclosures are better to give them more room to explore. Since these lizards love to climb, a tall enclosure is ideal. A front-opening terrarium with opaque sides, except for the front, is a great choice. This design allows easy access and helps reduce stress for your pet. Make sure the enclosure has good ventilation to avoid mold and stagnant air. Next, let's talk about temperature and heating. You will need to create a basking area with a heat lamp that warms a spot to around 85 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. A 60-watt heat bulb and a dome lamp works well for smaller enclosures. For larger setups, you may need multiple heat lamps. It is important to have a temperature gradient, with cooler areas at the bottom and warmer spots near the top under the heat source. Place branches or vines under the heat lamp to create perfect basking spots for your anole. Humidity is another key factor. Green anoles thrive in humidity levels between 60 and 70%. You can maintain this by placing a water dish inside the enclosure. Misting the enclosure 2 to 3 times daily will help keep humidity levels up. Covering part of the screen lid with plastic wrap can also help retain moisture. If you prefer, automated misting systems can maintain humidity and provide drinking droplets. Lighting is crucial for green anoles. They need ultraviolet B lighting to help synthesize vitamin D3, which is vital for their health. A UVB bulb designed for reptiles should be positioned so the anole can bask under it. Aim for a day and night cycle of about 10 to 12 hours of light to mimic natural conditions. Now let's add some furnishings. Include plenty of climbing structures like branches, vines, and live or artificial plants. This setup mimics their natural habitat and encourages their arboreal lifestyle. Hiding spots and foliage are also important to help your anole feel secure. For the substrate, you can use paper towels, reptile carpet, or sill mixes that retain moisture without causing mold. Water and feeding are also important aspects of care. Green anoles enjoy drinking water droplets from leaves or surfaces, so regular misting is key. You can provide a shallow water dish, but be sure to clean it regularly. For their diet, feed them live insects like crickets, small roaches, or flies to meet their nutritional needs. Setting up a green anole enclosure requires careful planning. With the right size, temperature, humidity, lighting, and furnishings, your green anole will thrive in its new home. Happy lizard keeping!